New information has emerged about the Cowboys as Dallas completes another trade following their interest in making a move. The situation surrounding the backup quarterback was discussed, and now the focus shifts to Joe Milton. This morning, the Cowboys acquired Joe Milton from the Patriots, likely to fill the backup quarterback role, joining Will Grier and Dak Prescott on the team. The exact details of the trade involve one of the Cowboys' compensatory fifth-round picks being sent to New England, along with one of their 3 seventh-round picks. It is assumed that this is a seventh-round pick from this year, although this has yet to be confirmed. This marks the third time this year that the Cowboys have engaged in a day 3 pick trade to add a player and fill a roster spot. Joe Milton is joining the Cowboys. We are starting this video on demand, and we will continue with the rest of today's live broadcast. A full live show will follow as usual, but I need to review much of what I originally planned. I had planned to analyze a potential trade for Will Levis and conduct a mock draft, but I will need to reassess that now. We will continue live, so if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe for more Cowboys content. Whenever new information comes up, we analyze it for you. Now, the main points in favor of Joe Milton are twofold. First, he had a notable performance in the last game of the season, throwing for 241 yards and a touchdown. His performance in the final regular season game was solid, even though it was against a Bills team that was basically using backups and trying to avoid a win, which may have cost the Patriots one of their best players or impacted their draft position. Anyway, Milton played well and showcased his skills at that time. Joe Milton faced a Bills team that seemed to be trying not to win, which could have influenced the Patriots situation with one of their best athletes or a trade in the draft that doesn't really bring major implications. However, Milton performed well and demonstrated his qualities. It's interesting to note that the Patriots are saying they want a third-round pick for Joe Milton while trying to send him to a place where he can start, which clearly doesn't apply to the situation in Dallas. By making a day 3 pick trade, the goal is to acquire a backup, something they were looking for, and they've succeeded with exceptional physical traits. Other aspects still raise significant concerns, but since he's a backup, rate the trade from A to F and leave your opinion in the comment section of today's pinned video. If you're watching, feel free to share your rating. You can come back and check our draft coverage. I maintain the draft analysis before picks are made, and to be honest, I didn't have a positive evaluation of Joe Milton. I had him as a 6th-round pick, and a year later, he was actually picked in that round. Now, you trade a 5th-round pick and get a 7th-round pick in return, which reflects the value of a 6th-round pick. The promising aspects are intriguing, and there's enormous potential. He's an imposing player, standing 6'5" and weighing 245 pounds. He has the desired physical traits for a quarterback. He's big, efficient in running, and has a strong arm. There are few quarterbacks with a better arm than Joe Milton. The comparison I made was that of a rocket launcher, but the accuracy and consistency are still lacking. Processing is also a weak point, something that became evident during a challenging preseason for Milton. This is not a typo. He completed less than 40% of his passes. He usually avoids turnovers, but when he makes a mistake, it stands out. You can create an excellent highlight reel of Joe Milton from his time at Tennessee and with the Patriots and be amazed by the plays he made. But Joe Milton had a disappointing start to the season, and this is not a typo. He completed less than 40% of his passes. While he doesn't usually have many turnovers, when he makes a mistake, the play often deviates from expectations. You could put together an impressive highlight reel of Joe Milton during his time at Tennessee and the Patriots and think, wow, this player is exceptional. He's among the top 5 at his position. The potential and physical ability are there, but he's older than Trey Lance, having spent 6 years in college. My concern when analyzing him is that I don't know if everything will align perfectly. Despite his excellent athletic ability, he didn't stand out as a runner in college, and the consistency in his plays left something to be desired. If you go into this knowing there will be flaws, it's not too different from the trade for Trey Lance. The difference is that now you have 3 years of him as a backup quarterback. He has a strong physique and a powerful arm, and it's expected that he will evolve into something more than just a player who shows up irregularly throughout his career. The reason I made an initial comparison with Logan Thomas, who was drafted in the 4th round from Virginia Tech, is that he also had a powerful arm and good mobility, but ended up switching to the tight end position. We hope that doesn't happen to Joe Milton. What we saw in the last game of the season led to his trade, which was enough to bring something back for the team. However, it's relevant that he was traded for so little, and, as we'll see next, that places him outside of a quarterback class that isn't that strong, making it necessary to pick a new player for the position. Spring training has begun, and baseball is already in full swing. Don't miss the chance to add your favorite baseball players to your planning, and it's important to prepare for the new football season. I believe the 3 L's are standing out, although the Lions' offense isn't that strong. Travis Kelce may not play as significant a role, since he hasn't been very active, and it's unlikely that one of the quarterbacks will opt to run. The Commanders don't seem to want him to have an excess of runs next season. The new quarterback situation is set. Dak Prescott is indisputably the starter. I will list Joe Milton as the backup, although I believe he will still need to beat out Will Grier, who I know is valued by the team. However, the main takeaway here is that I need to revise my draft predictions that I had already made. This means there won't be a quarterback selection. They won't use another draft pick on the position, considering they've already used one of their 5th-round picks for that, so Will Howard can be ruled out. They were bringing a player in for a visit. Maybe they'll reconsider their strategy, but I think this, in a quarterback class I don't like, eliminates the need to search for someone or risk picking one of the less sought-after players if 1 or 2 of the ones you like are selected before, and you're left with an option that isn't as appealing. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The Dallas Cowboys are making headlines once again, this time with a bold move that could reshape their quarterback situation. Sources close to the organization have revealed that the Cowboys are seriously exploring the possibility of acquiring Deshaun Watson from the Cleveland Browns. Despite Watson's recent struggles and injury setbacks, Dallas sees a unique opportunity to bring in a quarterback with proven elite talent, one they believe could elevate their offense to championship contention. While Watson's tenure in Cleveland has been marred by injuries and underwhelming performances, his past success cannot be ignored. A 3-time Pro Bowler and former league leader in passing yards, Watson has demonstrated the ability to command an offense at the highest level. The Cowboys' interest signals a willingness to take a calculated risk, betting that Watson can return to peak form once he fully recovers from his Achilles re-rupture. Financially, acquiring Watson would be a complex endeavor. His 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed contract remains one of the most expensive in NFL history, meaning Dallas would need to navigate significant salary cap hurdles. The Browns, on the other hand, might be open to negotiations, especially considering Watson's extensive injury history and his struggles to produce consistent results. A trade could provide Cleveland with financial relief while allowing Dallas to make a high-upside gamble. From a football standpoint, the move raises intriguing questions. Would Watson fit into Mike McCarthy's offensive system? Could he outperform Dak Prescott, whose future with the Cowboys has been the subject of speculation? Jerry Jones, known for his aggressive pursuit of star power, might view Watson as the missing piece in Dallas' quest for its first Super Bowl appearance since the 1990s. Despite the intrigue, skepticism remains. Watson's ability to return to top form is uncertain, and the Cowboys fanbase is split on whether he is the right answer. Nonetheless, the fact that Dallas is even considering such a bold acquisition suggests that the franchise is prepared to make a franchise-altering decision, one that could either propel them to glory or backfire spectacularly. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.